Wind bends the tall grass, a river of silent breath. Time moves without haste. Welcome to Walking the Quiet Path with me, Cate Field. This is day 13, the river of breath. Welcome. If you haven't watched the previous episodes, don't worry, it doesn't matter which order you watch them in. But I know that some of you might like to start at day 1 and work your way through. Remember, this is your time and your space, a gentle space for creative exploration and expression. Each session begins with a short poem and then an invitation for you to reflect and to create in your own time. The world moves in rhythms beyond our control. The bending of grass, the drifting of clouds, and the quiet pool of the tide. These movements are unhurried, following their own quiet pace, shaped by forces both seen and unseen. And we often measure time by clocks and schedules, but nature follows a different rhythm, one of breath, of wind, of steady, unforced motion. So what happens when we stop measuring time and simply move with it? Today, let yourself flow like the wind through grass, like a river following its course. Move without urgency, create without force, and let your work breathe and find its own natural rhythm. Your creative invitations for day 13. Painting and drawing. Depict a scene of gentle, unhurried movement. Grass bending, water flowing, clouds drifting. For writing, describe time not as a measurement but as a presence. How does it feel when it moves slowly, when it flows naturally? For sculpting and textiles, create something that embodies fluidity, soft forms, flowing fabric, curved lines. For photography, capture an image of movement in stillness, the wind in the trees, the ripples in water, or perhaps long shadows stretching. For mixed media, layer materials in a way that suggests motion. Motion without force, like the effortless movement of the grass. And your sensory prompt. Step outside or near an open window and close your eyes. Feel the air around you. Is there movement? Is there a breeze? Or is there a stillness? Take a deep breath and release it slowly. Imagining yourself moving with the wind, without hurry, without force, and let this sensation guide your creativity today. For this session, I am going to return to watercolours. It's one of those mediums that I really do love, and for this kind of idea of flow and gentle movement, I think it lends itself quite well. And I've got some watercolour paper here. It's quite thick, it's 300 grams per square metre, and I'm going to start by using spray, and I'm going to have an idea of grass, wild grass in the meadow very close to where I live. Opposite my little house is a meadow, and so I'm just going to put some marks on the page. Let's just move that like that. I'm just letting my brush flow. That's the whole point of this series, is
is to just not to worry about what something might look like in the end, and just enjoy the movement of the paint over the page. I'm going to do a few ideas. Obviously at the moment I'm recording this in May and the meadow is full of wildflowers, which is just lovely. But you know, you do whatever you want. I'm just going to leave that one. Let's move on to this one. I'm just going to give it another squirt. So it's quite wet. I'm going to do similar. Oh, so I've got things moving about here. Sort of smaller strokes. Just see what happens. I'm using a very soft brush. And these could go into a journal, they could go into a sketchbook. They could be part of your art journal where you'd put a page of illustration and then some writing. And I think that works really well. I do like these paints, they're quite vibrant. They're the Anna Linky Koh-i-Noor. I will put a link below, but I really just want you to use whatever you have. Let's just put that one. This one, next one, I think is going to be more yellow. Again, I want to keep this idea of the fluidity going. So, I think I need to just activate the paint a little bit. So, just going to squirt the paint. And that works really well. Let's just put some blobs of yellow. Doing this quite quickly. When we work with watercolours, it's good to work quickly. If we, what I say, labour too much, then the paint can go muddy and the paper can start to disintegrate. And we don't want that. We just want these quite quick little pieces, but all the while I'm doing them, I'm thinking about the movement and thinking about the process. I'm just going to do one more. Let's just add these. Oh, nice green blob on there. Just waiting. There we go. I hope you are enjoying the series. I'd love to hear your comments. If you haven't liked yet, that would be really helpful. It helps other people find me. If you comment and you like, that would be really, really lovely. And of course you could always share if you know somebody else who might also enjoy walking the quiet path with me. Just a few bits like this. I'm just going to go back to the first one because it's dried a little bit now. And what I'm going to do now is just to add some blobs of yellow, because the field opposite is just full of yellow and white flowers at the moment, which is lovely. I think when we are inspired by our own landscape, our work becomes so much more personal. Just put in these little blobs of yellow. Just do some splattering. That would be fun. I haven't done splattering for a while. Just going to leave that one to dry as well, and let's just go to this one and do some more splattering. And these will just be ready for my journal and my sketchbook.
Thank you for joining me on this series, Walking the Quiet Path. I really hope that you are enjoying it and that you will join me next time. Take care and keep creating. Bye bye.